I'm Stacy Bratcher, your Kearney Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, and this is Take Note Kearney, sponsored by the Kearney Trust Company, where they believe in the power of supporting the community and shopping local. Today, we're here with Karen Davis-Scott of American Pride Car Wash. Karen, thank you so much for being here with us.
Stacy, thank you for having me.
This is going to be a fun interview.
Oh, I hope so.
Of course, you're here. Okay, so your family has been in business in Kearney for quite a while. Can you give us a little history and tell us where things started and then it grew towards American Pride, right?
Correct.
So give us a little background.
That's our last business that we built and opened.
Right.
But we moved here in 73.
Okay.
And in 82, my dad bought Clem's Cafe, which was where Gino's was. And most people will be familiar with that.
Oh, yes.
And we owned that for about 18 years.
Wow.
And during that time, we also, down where the new bridal place is, across from Pence's, we had a laundromat there.
Okay, yep, I remember that.
And so those were our two businesses for a little while. Then my dad decided to expand and go into the car wash and lube shop. He could not find another one in the area that were together, that they offered together. So in 1988, we opened up the Kearney Quick Lube and Car Wash.
Okay.
And so we had that for a little while, and we decided it was time to sell Clem's and just concentrate on lube shops and car washes.
Okay.
So we sold Clem's in 1997.
Wow.
And we opened a Cameron Quick Lube and Car Wash in 1998. And in 1999, we opened the Platte City Quick Lube and Car Wash.
My goodness.
And then, for some reason, Clem's didn't quite last afterwards, you know. I wish it was still there.
Didn't have the Davis family touch.
No, it was just a place where everybody came and everybody knew everybody and everybody was happy, and you know, it was just, we had the best servers that, you know, I'm still in contact with today. People would come to the door and just wait for their special person they liked, you know, and it was a, you know, Tuesday nights were senior citizen night. Kearney, the best senior citizens there could be.
Absolutely.
You know, and they, at that time, I worked on Tuesday nights, and I'd always sit with them and get his Kearney history.
That's right.
And they knew so much.
They did.
They really, there's very few Kearney people left that sat at the liar's table and that, you know, were a part of everything. There's not very many left.
No, unfortunately.
You know, I think Mac Porter.
Yeah.
My dad, I think maybe Dave Campbell, Keith Doss, but there's hardly any left.
Yeah.
But
so tell us about American Pride.
Okay,
and what's so special about the car wash at American Pride?
Okay, well, we decided, one more. Kearney had decided, let's build a bunch of houses on the west side of town.
Yes.
So we're like, there's no tunnel wash around. Let's build a tunnel wash.
Nice.
So our original contract was in Liberty there where Charlie's is. We had a contract on that land. We had all the plans drawn out.
Oh my goodness.
And we had a lot of trouble getting to acquire it with the way they want it worked out. Didn't work for us.
Gotcha.
So that's why we came to Kearney and we bought that where American Pride is, across from the police station.
Okay.
We bought it from Gary Shanks, and we decided to put a tunnel in, and we are all about touch-free. My dad always has been. The automatics we've always put in have to be touch-free, and our tunnel had to be touch-free. Yep. Now, when you have a touch-free tunnel, you have to have a lot of prep in the beginning, because you don't have brushes and cloths, but you also don't have anything scratching your car or taking off a mirror.
Right.
And it doesn't happen to everybody. It doesn't happen at every car wash. But I know you just had Kent on here, and I'll tell you his story.
Okay.
He was just on they were like on a 3-week road trip going all over. He went to cemeteries of his, you know, past grandfathers and everything. But he had to go through a wash that had brushes and cloths. Well, when he went to get in his trunk, he had pieces of blue all in his little emblems from the cloth.
Oh, my.
And he brought it home to me and gave it to me. So that's kind of a little instance.
Funny.
But yeah, that's what we kind of strive for.
Yes.
And we love our local businesses.
Yes.
Our hometown businesses. We are big about shop local.
Yep.
We're going to go here before we leave town.
Exactly.
And we were raised that way when we moved here. We moved from big city. I was born in Washington, D.C. So my dad became a small town person when he got Clem's, and that was it. He turned us into small town people.
That's awesome. So at Kearney Quick Lube, you have you can wash your cars, you can get your lube done. At American Pride, you can go through the tunnel wash. You can also do lube jobs there as well, which are fantastic. They're so fast and easy. But you also have a couple of other things at American Pride.
Well, actually, we lease our detail business over to Alex Baum, who has Midwest Coating.
Yeah.
He does clear coats, he does details, he puts in remote starts.
Nice.
He does a lot of things like that. So that's another added advantage. And Lane Hewitt is there doing tinting.
Okay.
So you can get a lot of different
Get a lot
things.
done
Yeah.
with your car, all at American Pride.
Right, and there's also a self-service there too. And then our Kearney location, Platte City, Cameron, they all have automatic car washes. Each of them have two that are, you just drive through,
Right.
and a lot of people use those.
I
and
bet.
it really is. It's a good car wash.
Nice.
We try to keep our equipment up and our buildings up, because when you get that old, you start wearing down.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's important.
But
so, Karen, where can people find American Pride?
at 600 North Country Avenue,
Okay.
right across
perfect.
from the police station at the corner of 92 and, let's see, what do we have? Bennett Road and North Country Avenue.
Okay, and if nobody wants to come to the west side of town, they can stay on the east
east
side.
side.
Go to Quick Lube at
305 West 92 Highway.
There you
right
go.
up Fuel Express, Kearney Trust Company, and Sonic.
Awesome, perfect. Okay, now what we really want to know, what are some of your favorite places to visit here in Kearney?
Ooh, I love Urban Edge.
Yes.
She does an amazing job. And I love Three Birdies.
Yes.
They have been just an asset to this community.
Absolutely.
But also, I think there's other restaurants that really tried. The Creamery.
Yes.
We go to Stables.
Yep. Yep.
We go to Giambavo's. We go to Gino's. I think we use them all. We,
Yes.
try to. But of course, you're going to have your favorites. But
That's
Kearney
right.
has so many businesses that people don't even realize. Just like the new bridal shop.
Exactly.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Bridal by SHL.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, Bees was bought,
Bees,
and
yep.
Shannon's doing a great job
That's
with
right.
it.
That's right.
And let's see, where else? Daryl. Daryl was here when we bought Clem's.
Yes.
Daryl
He's
is
been here a while.
He would be another one that's, from the beginning. I went
True.
to school with his
True.
wife. He was a little bit older, but there are a lot of great businesses in
There
Kearney.
are. There are. And
Every
you're
place,
one of them.
anywhere you want to get your nails done or your feet done, or
That's right. You can all just stay here.
we've got all kinds of new businesses.
Karen, you have been such a pleasure to talk to today. Thank you for coming by and being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Stacy. I love visiting with you.
Absolutely.
So.
I'm Stacy Bratcher with the Kearney Chamber of Commerce, and this is Take Note Kearney, sponsored by the Kearney Trust Company, sponsoring the Kearney community since 1882. Thank you so much for being with us today.